What's up, you guys? My name is Hutch, and I make videos and put them on the internet. I can't figure out if the lighting is too bright back there and it makes this whole situation too dark, but you guys don't see. You've seen my face a million times. You don't need to see it for this video. But today I wanted to do a video talking about bullying, of all things. And it is in response to the sex scandal shenanigans that have been going on in the last couple days. And those of you guys that have known me for a long time know that I've gotten a lot better about jumping on the dog pile when shit like this happens. And while I can't say that I consciously would address these things before to capitalize on any kind of attention that the subject is getting, it's always been, I'm more curious about people's reactions to big events that kind of shake up the Twitter sphere. And like this new one is just such a fucking joke to me. It's just so, the whole like, I'm just seeing like, and with iFly, like I came out, like Lefty did a video a couple weeks ago where he was really criticizing iFly and his original video of Raw Instinct. And even when that shit happened with Raw Instinct, I got on Twitter and I was just like, dude, this is like wrong. Someone's getting chased off the internet with pitchforks and torches. And then Lefty made a video a couple weeks ago where he was calling out iFly for that initial like thief, liar, cheat video. And I pimped out that video. I tweeted it out. I was like, fucking finally, yes, this is like a logical breakdown of why that whole thing was just nonsense in the first place. But that doesn't mean like I didn't, and so I didn't agree with iFly's original video with Raw Instinct. I mean, there was some stuff in there that I suppose you could say it was interesting, but the video itself is just really vitriolic and self-serving in kind of this like backhanded way. And but this, like, that has nothing to do with this. And so like I don't look at what's going on now with being caught beating your penis up on a webcam. Like, I don't think that's not like vindicating to watch. That's not like this guy's, no, I mean, like, this dude has a life. Like, this is a man's like life that we're talking about here. And masturbating on the internet, that's a thing. What if any of you that are watching this video have been critical of iFly in the last day, ask yourself, take 5 seconds and ask yourself right now, what is the weirdest, most fucked up shit you've ever done in your life? Go ahead, ask yourself, 5 seconds. Now imagine that's being broadcasted to everyone that you don't know, and just thousands of people the next day, and you can see what I mean when, like, this is just so. And the reasoning behind it too, when people call it into a moral issue, like, well, he's married. That's the first one that I hear, and it's like, well, that's assuming that everybody believes that sexual monogamy is essential to marriage. So it's a bit of an assumption for everybody to think that maybe they haven't even talked about it. You know, that's not the point. It's none of my business. But like, it's not an inherently immoral thing to do. And that people, well, he was in the Air Force. It's like, well, fucking, they have no, like, okay, yeah, you know, you sign a contract and you deal with the consequences afterwards. But the Air Force has no business in the bedroom. Like, I personally don't feel like they have any right to be upset about something as normal as masturbating. And then the third one that I saw was that it was a gay website, and it's like, really? Like, you guys are gonna, why is that even being brought up? Like, what does that have to do with anything? I haven't even seen the fucking video. I don't know what's going on. The point of me making this video today is to say that we're so quick to judge on the internet, and I still think that the internet can be softer. Like, right now, it's a coliseum. It's a Roman coliseum, and some people find themselves on the shit end of that coliseum, which is just a lion charging at them, you know, for the whole world to watch and cheer and watch as they just crumble and fall. And I think that it's just grossly irresponsible to add to fan these kind of flames, especially if you're a grown-ass grown-ass man making YouTube videos, or a grown-ass, it doesn't matter, grown-ass woman, just a grown-ass person, and this is being treated as like this TMZ spectacle, and it's like, not to sound a little douchey or pretentious, but I try to be a man of principle. I try to be someone that has principle. So when I see what happened with iFly, like, I'm not particularly the biggest fan of how he's conducted himself on YouTube thus far, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to fucking judge him for smacking his pud. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I think that this won't be the last time it happens either. And I think that's why I'm making this video. For future reference, if anyone gets caught masturbating on the internet, just assume it's a normal thing that everybody does. Not everybody broadcasts it to the internet, but who gives a shit? If that's what you want to do, go for it. Now, it is ironic that iFly grossly underestimated the power of not virility, of the viral nature of social media, considering that his rise to notoriety was largely based on a viral video that he had made. Not largely, completely. It was completely based on that. And it is ironic that he underestimated the consequences of doing something like this. But my argument is that he shouldn't. It sucks that we live in a world where you even have to think about something like this, because people are so judgmental when it comes to sexuality. And if you take the time to think to yourself, what's the most fucked up thing you've ever done sexually? I think that you'd be surprised to find out that it's probably not that weird. That almost probably everyone has done something similar to that. And so, internet, if you're going to judge so quickly about smacking off and getting paid for it, are you kidding me? If I could get paid for masturbating, I would quit YouTube. I would quit YouTube and just masturbate 5 times a day. I would not think twice about it. And I'm pretty confident that I could solidly secure a position in the pornography industry. That's just a hunch. I just think I have a natural, inkling for these things. If anyone from kink.com is watching, throw me a line. I'm an approachable guy. I have no interest in doing that. I'm just kidding. But anyways, that's your video for today, guys. He without sin cast the first stone, or be careful not to cast stones if you live in a glass house. That's all I'm going to say. So, peace!